Whether you are a farmer's market vendor or the world's largest franchise, food safety starts with proper food handling and preparation. Any tainted food could be fatal, but there are a few foods around the world that must be prepared with utmost caution and accuracy to avoid causing serious disease or death. You've probably heard of fugu, the Japanese delicacy that must be served perfectly to avoid customers asphyxiating in your dining room. But there are a number of other delicacies that can kill if not prepared properly. Some of these meals are exotic delicacies that are difficult to come by once in a while others are pantry or dry goods mainstays. Here are 9 of the world's most deadly foods, ranging from fugu to kidney beans. 1. Fugu. The Japanese word fugu refers to pufferfish, and the dish made from it can be deadly. Tetrodotoxin, a neurotoxin up to 1,200 times more lethal than cyanide, is found in the ovaries, intestines, and liver of fugu. A deadly dose of tetrodotoxin is about the size of a pinhead, and a single fish can kill up to 30 people. Fugu can paralyze motor neurons and induce deadly respiratory arrest if prepared incorrectly. Obtaining a fugu preparing license requires years of training. Nonetheless, despite these safeguards, several individuals die each year as a result of incorrectly prepared fugu. 2. Ackee fruit. The Jamaican national fruit, ackee, is a delectable but hazardous delight. Because unripe ackee contains the poison hypoglycin, it must be fully ripe and allowed to open naturally on the tree before being consumed. When the fruit is ready to be picked, the seams on the outside will break wide open. Only consume the cream-colored, meaty pulp around the seeds and never open an ackee fruit yourself. It must open on its own. Because the pink flesh and black seeds are exceedingly hazardous, do not consume them. Improper ackee fruit preparation can result in a deadly sickness known as Jamaican vomiting sickness, which can lead to coma or death. 3. Sanakchi. Sanakchi is a Korean cuisine that consists of cut-up live baby octopus tentacles that are seasoned and served immediately. Culinary daredevils consume the tentacles while they are still writhing on the plate, a risky game. Diners must chew the tentacles before they stick to the roof of the mouth due to suction pads on the tentacles that maintain suction even after the tentacles are severed. If they do not, the tentacles can cling to the customer's mouth and neck, causing death by choking. Each year, 6 individuals choke and die after eating or attempting to eat sanakchi, according to Food and Wine. 4. Hakkarl. Greenland shark meat is cured and hung to dry for 3 to 5 months in hakkarl, a classic Icelandic dish. The high quantities of urea and trimethylamine oxide in the shark's flesh necessitate this procedure. Due to the lack of a urinary tract in Greenland sharks, waste and poisons are filtered via their skin and flesh. For the shark, this mixture of compounds acts as a natural antifreeze that protects it from the frigid Arctic waters, but the chemicals are so concentrated that just a few bites of uncured fresh meat are enough to cause symptoms of extreme intoxication in people. Disturbance of the gastrointestinal tract, neurological consequences, convulsions, and even death can ensue. 5. Cassava. Cassava, a tropical root crop related to taro and yam, is commonly used to make tapioca pudding, juice, cakes, and chips, but its leaves and roots contain fatal cyanide. Cassava must be properly prepared before canning, eating, or serving to avoid poisoning. There are 2 primary types of cassava, sweet and bitter. Bitter cassava contains more toxins and must be grated, soaked, and cooked adequately before consumption. Sweet cassava contains low quantities of cyanogenic glycosides and just requires boiling to lower the cyanide concentration to non-toxic levels. These directions for safely preparing cassava have been published by the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, CFIA. 5. Rhubarb. Rhubarb, the cheerful vegetable that is frequently used in jams and pies, has a darker side. Its leaves contain oxalic acid, which should not be utilized in baking or cooking. To die from too much oxalic acid, you would have to eat a lot of rhubarb leaves, about 11 pounds. Small amounts in poorly prepared dishes, on the other hand, can induce a variety of unpleasant symptoms, including a burning sensation in the mouth and throat, nausea, diarrhea, eye pain, difficulty breathing, and red urine. Kidney stones, which are hard deposits of minerals and acid salts that clump together in concentrated urine and produce severe discomfort, murky, red, or foul-smelling urine. Fever and chills are also caused by oxalic acid. 6. Elderberries. Elderberries are safe to consume if they are fully ripe and properly prepared. They're often used in jams, pies, wines, teas, syrups, and supplements. Elderberry leaves, twigs, and seeds, on the other hand, contain high levels of cyanide-producing glycoside, also known as cyanogenic glycoside. Elderberries can cause nausea, vomiting, and severe diarrhea if they aren't fully ripe or strained properly before being processed. Glycoside can induce seizures, coma, and even death if drunk in large amounts. You'd have to drink up to 5 cups to be at life-threatening risk, but simply a cup of badly made elderberry products might cause significant illness. 7. Red kidney beans. Red kidney beans are high in plant-based protein, fiber, important vitamins and minerals, and phytohemagglutinin, a harmful type of lectin. When eaten raw or undercooked, phytohemagglutinin can harm the gut wall, preventing it from effectively absorbing nutrients. Diarrhea, abdominal pain, vomiting, and headaches are some of the symptoms of poisoning. To be safe, dried red kidney beans must be processed correctly, which includes soaking for many hours and boiling for at least 10 minutes. Cooking dry red kidney beans for less than 10 minutes at any temperature less than boiling, according to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, can actually increase toxicity fivefold, making beans more poisonous than if taken raw. 8. Tuna fish, both fresh and canned. Tuna is a fatty fish that is generally thought to be particularly nutritious. It's high in protein and contains a lot of omega-3 fatty acids. However, tuna may contain significant quantities of methylmercury, an environmental contaminant. Methylmercury is a neurotoxin that can have a variety of negative health effects at greater levels. Developmental delays in youngsters, eye issues, a lack of coordination, and hearing and speech impairment are among them. Mercury is found at the highest concentration in large tuna fish as it accumulates in their tissues over time. These large tunas will very certainly be served to you as premium fish steaks or as sushi. Smaller tuna have less mercury in them and are more likely to be canned. There are 2 types of canned tuna, each with a different mercury concentration. Humans have a methylmercury upper safety limit of 0.1 micrograms per kilogram of body weight. This means a 25 kg child could only have one 7 to 5 grams can of white tuna every 19 days. Any more would be in excess of the approved upper limit. Mercury-containing seafood should be consumed no more than 2 times per week by pregnant women and children. There are various additional forms of fish that are high in omega-3 fatty acids, yet have a lower risk of mercury contamination. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout are among them. 9. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is a tasty, commonly used spice with potential therapeutic benefits. It has a lot of antioxidants and has been proved to help with inflammation and blood sugar control. Cinnamon consumption has also been related to a lower risk of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, cancer, and neurological illnesses. Cinnamon, on the other hand, has a chemical called coumarin, which can be toxic in high doses. Cinnamon comes in 2 varieties, each with a distinct quantity of coumarin. Conclusion: food poisoning alone causes 11,500 hospitalizations and 240 deaths in almost every country each year, according to the Public Health Agency of Canada. To reduce health hazards, food handlers in every area of the food industry in the world must be taught in safe food preparation, cross-contamination prevention, allergen management, and other key food safety activities. Food establishments must have at least 1 staff who has completed a food handling course and carries a valid food safety certificate on site at all times in most provinces and territories. Food safety and the success of a food business both require food safety training. It can also be quick and easy. An online food handling course can take as little as 1 day or as little as a few hours to complete. The course is offered in a short time duration in order to encourage everyone in the food industry, no matter how small, to take it, therefore reducing the chances of food poisoning from the food industry to its consumers. As we all know, human safety is always in the forefront when it comes to matters concerning health. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did. And don't forget to stay tuned to our channel so that you do not miss any of our videos in the future. Remember to comment and share the video, and leave your comments down below in the comment section. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you will love them. With that, I will see you in the next video.